Just for us to test things, like just so I know how I sound if I'm at different points of the microphone and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I mean, you sound pretty solid on my end, and what I'm hearing is what your audio is going to end up being. If anything, my
10
audio will probably
seconds
sound the loudest.
remaining.
But the
Well,
Dota...
you're using the Blue Yeti, right?
Yeah, I'm using
5
a Yeti.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm using the exact same microphone you are.
Yeah, so we're probably golden.
Except that mine's I've got toilet paper wrapped around mine to reduce on spits and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that, but mine's actually pretty far distance from me physically, so...
No, I'm sitting I'm like talking right into mine right now. That way you're not hearing Jolene fapping in the background so much.
I regret to inform you, I'm already recording.
Well, then there you go.
All right, let's
Yeah,
just...
I can't ping or anything like that.
All right, I'll just start us off then or something, and we'll view it. Do we want to do camera from the only caster on here, or do we want our own cameras?
I was just doing free view.
Yeah, I'm on free
at the
camera
moment.
with center scroll at...
I mean, it doesn't matter as much for me because I'm not the one recording.
Right. But it looks like they're going to do a smoke down in the bottom immediately or something like that.
But in a way, it's kind of good that I'm controlling a separate camera because that way I could be seeing things on other parts of the map at the same time.
Yeah, and then I could jump to them.
Yeah, you didn't see anything when I drew on the map, right?
No, I see nothing drawing on the map. I see their pings, but I don't see any drawing.
Okay.
Like
So-
I'm X-pinging mid lane at the moment.
Yeah. I'm looking at Radiant's side at the moment.
Yeah, I'm following Radiant into their jungle, wherever they're going. But it looks like they're definitely just going to contest this tier 1 rune. Chen actually spec'd Holy Persuasion first, so there's not going to be that much slow potential for a first blood. Sorry, I jumped straight into casting. I didn't even warn you
No,
I was
that's
going to
fine.
start. Actually, it looks like
I'm
Dire
doing some
smoked.
settings, otherwise I'd probably start trying myself.
Yeah, Dire actually
Oh.
smoked. They're going around to the back rune, and they
30
might
seconds
catch out
to
this
battle.
Spectre here. They see him. They definitely see him.
With the warding that they're
Oh.
going to be doing, it's still going to be an aggressive game on their
Yeah,
side.
Lycan
that's for
just
sure.
popped the smoke, so they're gonna go on the Spectre, and Cold Snap goes out
That's
first.
gonna be
That's
first blood
definitely
right
first
there.
blood. First blood falls to
First
the Lycan.
blood.
And the runes aren't even popped yet.
was only a matter of time.
The battle begins.
Invoker will be taking the bot rune with
Well gotten.
not Batrider, but Zeus getting the mid one.
Well, that would be a tribute.
But it looks like they're gonna try and wrap around for a second gank here. They might get the shackle, and they miss it.
Do I sound about the same right now?
Yeah, you're pretty much the same thing.
Okay, I'm just adjusting things to be a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh, there's another shackle going on the
Another one.
Zeus. And looks like he's gonna fall. Nope, he pops his little healing thing. Don't know the name of it yet. Oh, they're gonna get the clip out kill. Oh, he just barely makes it still. They're gonna dive heavy
Oh.
for this.
No,
Shaman's
he's
gonna
gone
pay
the
for
wrong
this.
way.
And he goes down.
Oh well, good for him. Oh,
Go easy.
Oh, perfect
Sunstrike.
Oh
Sunstrike.
God, too.
I just barely missed it. How should I be selecting heroes? Is tab to select heroes? No, tab's to center
Radiant's
hero.
middle tower is under attack.
Looks like they're going to be showing some aggression on top here against this Batrider.
oh yeah, the keys in this are different. I'm hitting the keys trying to change things, and it's actually changing settings. Like suddenly the fog settings were different and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I select another hero or something or other, but it's I'm just literally clicking on the hero and then using my center mouse button to drag slow. They're showing some heavy aggression on this Batrider, but they can't just quite get the damage in order to kill him. That extra 2 armor that comes with this extra special agility hero actually prevents a lot of easy kills. Especially
If
with
the
this-
courier on the bottom here keeps going where it's going, I have a feeling there may be a courier death at the end here. Oh no, he's actually coming back to meet it.
Invisibility.
I don't think they realize that Shaman rejoined them on the top.
Well, they have a Radiant Vision Ward right on top of that small cap secondary camp. So now that they know Shaman's back, they're probably gonna try and back off from this farm here. Meanwhile, on the net worth chart, Invoker and Lycanthrope are actually still on the top of the net worth. With Invoker being the middle and Zeus actually getting heavily counter farmed from this Invoker. Especially that early death causing a lot of missing farm that would have been really great for Zeus's farming potential. I need to change the movement keys to Wassid instead of arrows. Because I have like left control as the top key. Nature's Prophet's actually TPing onto the Chen inside the Radiant Forest, Dire Forest. Nothing's gonna come of it because he tangos right out, and pretty sure he'll walk away perfectly fine. He'll use his bird as body blocking and just get out perfectly fine.
I'm just seeing what I can do for spectator stuff. I might actually, I might keep the QWERTY keys pretty much to what they are. But I might change it to, like, instead of WASD, it might be like SZXC.
Yeah, I just want to change the movement keys to something more... Ooh, they're actually trying to block out the Chen here. The Shackles are within range.
No,
Spectre's coming around, and this actually might be a counter kill. They're not gonna... Oh, the stun goes out, and that's definitely a kill.
You know, there's been a dramatic shift in the last hits and denies for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Spectre's keeping up. If she keeps getting farmed like this, then yeah, they're gonna have some issues.
She's highest current Radiant net worth, with still contesting Invoker and Lycanthrope, with Invoker at 2.5 and Lycan at 2.3 pretty much. And Lycan's actually getting some perfect easy farm against his top lane with the fact that Ancient Apparition continues to harass. Yeah, meanwhile on bottom, Spectre is definitely getting a lot of necessary farm and showing a lot of aggression actually going out onto the Zeus or onto the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet's going to go down for the second time in a row on this bottom lane.
Jeez.
He's not going to end up getting a lot of easy farm.
Bring up a general golden XP chart
You wanted that.
Huh?
for me. The F4 key.
Dire's bottom
F4
tower
for you?
is under attack.
Yeah, I have F4.
Oh yeah,
XP.
that's really cool actually. I haven't used that one before.
So I'm just playing with keys and getting things down pat. So I'm not talking quite as much.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I mean, you are going to be the jerky one anyway, so this is just practice.
Dire's
This isn't even a
bottom
real one,
tower
but it
is
is going to be
under
recorded
attack.
and put up.
Although it does feel weird, Joe listening to me saying stuff.
Well, don't worry. We got Joe's.
Point and laugh.
We got your quote at the very beginning. Actually, Invoker goes down to the Zeus in the mid. I missed the kill completely. And well, by the looks of Zeus's mana, he at least
Dire's
popped lightning
bottom
bolt 3
tower is
times and then
under
went
attack.
ultimate. Nature's Prophet's getting a lot of aggression on this bot lane still. He's gonna have to find some secondary rotation to actually get some good
Dire's
aggro on
structures are
this.
fortified.
Meanwhile, bot tower is actually at 12 HP, and the deny doesn't go through.
Dire's
Nature's
bottom
Prophet might actually
tower
die
has
here. Stun
fallen.
goes out and misses.
Dire's middle tower is
If you look
under
at the charts,
attack.
like difference in experience earned, Brox is just completely pulled ahead of Cookiss. Cookiss? Is it Cookiss?
Cookiss? Oh, it's Cookies.
Cookiss.
Oh, no, wait.
Cookiss.
No, yeah, it's Cookiss.
And the item net worth is also just skyrocketed just recently.
Zeus immediately took the net worth after killing Invoker mid. He ended up getting a 400, 500 increasement. Not to mention he's on bottle and looks like he might be going straight for a soul ring as well. In fact, I have it correctly. There's a soul ring coming in the courier right now to mid as we speak.
Warriors
Nature's Prophet shut down so hard that he's all the way back down in the Ancient Creeps now. You might want to be careful because there is a Radiant Ward right on top of the Ancient Creeps. The Radiant know exactly what's happening here. If they wanted to, they could easily get a nice turnaround on this with Spectre with follow-up. Spectre does have ulti, so she could jump straight in and be able to kill him.
Yeah, I gotta remap all of these keys. This is a bad setup for default.
It's funny, a lot of people actually use this setup. Like, I'm pretty sure OD uses this setup.
I don't like it.
Stun goes out on Nature's Prophet, but there's gonna be little to no
he's gonna
follow-up.
get away.
Yeah, Chen and Venge aren't really gonna have too much follow-up here. Although, yeah, some extra aggression coming out from the Spectre on the Shadow Shaman bot. Lycanthrope's gone a little bit slower at his farm rate now that there's, well, I don't know why he's slower at his farm rate because there's still the same amount of contest on top lane. The Batrider's level 7 with his Tranquil Boots, so he's getting near his blade too, and soon enough he'll be able to jump on that Lycanthrope.
They need this at this bottom tower, so it's gonna just go completely. Like
Yeah,
it's,
the bot
they're
lane
actually
is...
gonna defend it now.
I don't know. Chen's got 2-3 creeps in the area already. This is only 8 minutes with a Chen at level 4 being able to push a tier 2. Tier 2 is already 1/4 down, pretty much at this point.
I think things will switch a bit more.
Dire's bottom tower is
Ooh,
Once
out
they
goes
actually see
the...
the Shadow Shaman hit 6, I think he's gonna be able to actually start pushing in.
Yeah. He needs to be able to get this experience in mid, but Zeus is actually
Dire's
heavily contesting him.
bottom
He has
tower
a
is
DD,
under
and he's
attack.
still on Soul Ring, and he's doing the smart move, dropping his Arcane. But there are some Lycan Wolves coming in, and maybe there's some free damage coming off of here. It's not going to be enough, because here comes the TPs, but here comes Lycanthrope. Zeus goes down from the Lycan in the middle. Meanwhile, Zeus actually does get the Shadow Shaman, but it gives him a killing spree.
Dire's
Bot
bottom
tower gets
tower
denied
has
by Nature's
been
Prophet
denied.
on the offense.
So that's the problem I think that they're going to be having with their team is for Rox versus Cookiss. Cookiss actually seems to have more of the late game with Lycan and maybe Nature's Prophet. I think Rox is more going for the early game push, which is why they've been so aggressive at this point.
Yeah, I could definitely see some more early aggression that's going to come off of Cookies for sure. They did definitely pick up the mid to late game lineup, especially with this kind of like semi-support, maybe pusher invoker. Maybe they're just trying to go for full-on pusher aggro. The invoker actually went for Quas Exort, so that might actually be the whole drill here. That he's going for Fire Rapidity.
Unless Spectre keeps getting fed beyond all belief, I really don't think that Rox has the late game compared to them.
Dire's top tower
Batrider
is
actually
under
jumps onto
attack.
the Ancient Apparition and gets an ultimate kill off. Invoker tries to Sunstrike and misses completely, but the trees go down and Nature's Prophet is able to find this Batrider. This Batrider is not going home easily.
Yeah, he's done for. Nothing we can do.
That's a
about that.
475 gold going down, but Zeus coming in and he's on actually... Is he on haste? He's on haste, so that is for sure a kill. There's no way he can pull that out.
I will rise next season.
They're actually going to drop the Ancient Apparition as well.
They're coming in as kung fu fighting at this point, one at a time.
Under attack.
Vengeful Spirit drops to the Invoker, just getting a simple cold snap, and 4 of the treant trees around her just instantly drops her.
I think that was a bit of an oopsie for the Venge. She was teleporting away. I didn't see anything that mini stunned her, but she stopped her teleport.
Nah, she actually got cold snapped, and cold snap applies an initial stun every time it's cast.
Dire's top tower is
Oh, I didn't
under
even see the
attack.
cold snap go off. That'd be why.
Spectre actually gets a pretty easy kill off of the Shadow Shaman. There was plenty of creeps around Shadow Shaman to try and help him, but it didn't end up helping at all. Missed the kill completely, but I'm just assuming what's happening. Aetherlens actually picked up on the Zeus, which is actually a new thing to the Zeus playing meta, which increases the spell damage more than what Akinib Scepter does nowadays.
Yeah, I've been finding with a lot of the casterly types, I've been getting Aether Lens
Dire's
before
middle
and
tower
Ags on
is
so
under
many of them
attack.
lately. It's cheaper, easier to pick up, and it helps you a little bit more earlier in the game. As long as you get something for the mana regen before that. Oh, look at top tower. I think they're going to
is
pummel that
under
hard.
attack.
Top tower does look like it's under pretty good siege here, but they do have a fortification, and there's 2 coming in the river. I don't really know what Batrider is going to be able to accomplish here. Picks up the... Oh, they kind of overlap the stuns. They kind of... Lycanthrope definitely goes down.
Oh, I don't think they're going to be getting that tower as hard as I thought.
No, mid's actually... Oh, Nature's Prophet gets swapped out before the TP mid. It is going down to the Batrider bench.
Once again, I believe the Roxas have the earlier game on them, which is why the Cookiss is having a little bit... I love that name, Cookiss. Let's just say it, Cookiss.
Cookiss.
My
Dyer's
Cookiss.
top tower is under
There's some
attack.
TPs coming out top, but top has some defensive wards on it. Zeus actually pops the Shadow Shaman in the forest. And Vengeful's...
I think Invoker's going to be
Vengeance
going
fine.
down with Batrider right here. He doesn't even realize Batrider's there. Oh, there it goes.
Dyer's
that Rider
middle
goes
tower
down.
is under attack.
Man, Cookiss is actually getting overwhelmed here with the
Dyer's
early
middle
game
tower
potential. With
has
Shen actually
fallen.
pushing down the mid lane and being able to get that easy first
I'd say
tower.
Rock's really hitting them in the Cookiss, wouldn't you say, Petey?
Dyer's top tower
I can
is
definitely
under
agree with
attack.
that one. They're most definitely hitting them in the Cookiss. The Zeus is actually pinging out the Nature's Prophet here. Zeus might be trying to get a counter kill on him. The problem is so far is that Cookiss isn't really proposing much of a threat to
Dyer's
Roxas
top
carries.
tower is under attack.
No,
Like-
I thought they originally were going to go for a gank because Shadow Shaman bought that smoke like a while ago, but they just never grouped to use it. They've been way too spread out to actually do anything with it.
Yeah, it's nearly
Dyer's
impossible to
top
contest the
tower
carries
has
of Rox at this
fallen.
moment, at least with what items and what heroes they can line up with the abilities that they currently have. Spectre is actually rocking level 9 and is at 14. He's at 14 overall gold with 6k, 6.1 net worth. Actually, there's an
This
aggressive
is going to go badly.
fight going on, and oh gosh, down goes Shadow Shaman
Tower is under
completely.
attack.
Sunstrike goes out, misses completely. Vengeful's down from the Lycanthrope. Lycanthrope's going into ulti, tries to summon the Batrider back. The Batrider will make it actually,
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
but now they're trying to get some aggression onto this Vengeful. Yeah, oh no!
Bottom tower
No,
is
she
under
still
attack.
makes. Where'd she go? Wait a minute, she might actually get some counter kills off of this. Zeus comes in and takes out the Invoker, but Invoker does kill Spectre for 340. In the end, it's probably... oh, no, never mind. I was going to say it was probably Cookiss actually benefiting from this fight completely, but the death of the Nature's Prophet doesn't really help her very much.
No, they had too much deaths there, and they're going to be leaving their towers open. I don't think there's much they can do in this case.
Plus, they
They're
also...
hoping for that late game. Once again, look at the Lycan. He's back to his farming. I think that's part of the problem that they're having. There's too much split farming. Their supports can't do anything. Like, they weren't able to use their smoke. They can't group up. Meanwhile, the other guys, they are attacking in groups of 4.
Yeah, they do have that ability to show off much better and much earlier aggression than most of the people get with this. But it looks like, oh, never mind. Batrider makes it out perfectly fine. Blinks and tosses down another. Actually, he just throws down all the spells and gets out perfectly fine. Chen should try and get out of here pretty soon, though. He gets spotted out by the Nature's Prophet, and they're trying to take some damage on those creeps, but they're not going to get anything with it.
Looks like the Batrider is going for complete mobility at this point. He's just about to finish his Force Staff. He's got everything bought
Dyer's
for it,
middle
as well
tower
as
is
having the
under
blink. He's
attack.
just hoping to control the battlefield while everyone else does the damage.
Yeah, next thing you know, he's probably going to go start putting money towards the Yule Scepter. In fact, if we go from our player perspective, or into player perspective, he does look like he's starting a Yule Scepter to try and get some early damage. And it's in response,
Radiant's
Cookiss is
top
trying to
tower
get
is
some
under
extra
attack.
damage on this top tower. This is the deny by
Radiant's
Chen,
top
but still,
tower has
they have one tower now. They
Dyer's
actually have tower
bottom
gold.
tower is under attack.
But they also left their tier 3 open, but luckily no one has boots of travel. It's actually getting hit down pretty hard, and the Lycan will actually go down. That's a really bad loss for Cookiss. They're not really going to get too much off of that. In fact, they're going to try and capitalize off Lycan's death and
Dyer's
try and
middle
add some
tower is
aggro
under
to the
attack.
tower.
Once again, you're seeing Roxas going in. There's that group of 4. They're wandering a bit now, but they're staying relatively close together. Where look at the other team. Cookiss is all over the place. There's singles everywhere.
Yeah, Yeah, they went way too push heavy. In fact, Shadow Shaman goes down
Dyer's
by a
middle
vengeful
tower is
stun,
under
one
attack.
Zeus Bolt, and then ulti, and that is it.
An arc.
They can still pick it up if the Lycan would just stop dying. But other than that, I'm not too sure. I mean, they're the only carry really on Rocks, like the only really heavy carry for the Spectre. I find she went very defensive, so late game it actually hurts
Dyer's
her.
middle tower is under
So unless
attack.
they keep pushing this, I don't think they have a late game.
Well, by the looks of,
Middle tower has
By the looks of
fallen.
Roxas's
Radiant's
Spectre,
bottom
she
tower
might
is
be going
under
into
attack.
a Radiance. She's at 2.5k with 7k overall net worth.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just for
the Nature's
Vanguard
Prophet
first.
TP gets cancelled
7 in a row.
and
How
cannot
about
make it
that?
out. This is definitely another
Radiant's
problem
bottom
for
tower
Cookiss,
is
just like
under
you were
attack.
saying before. They have way too many like pusher potential characters that are always spread apart from the rest of the team.
There's a lot of farming,
Dyer's
solo
top
farming they're
tower
doing.
is
Nature's
under
Prophet goes
attack.
off, does his own thing. Lycan's constantly in the jungles. So basically, until they catch up in that late game, they're a three-party group.
Yeah, not to mention at this current time they're going for Roshan and they're probably, well most likely they're going to give it to the Spectre. Actually Zeus picks up the Yule Scepter, so maybe Batrider might not be going for Yules. Maybe he might be doing hype of some sort. In fact, he has a Ring of Health, he could be doing hype. Actually, I'm completely wrong. He's probably doing an Aether Lens.
Oh, most likely.
Roshan has fallen to the
Spectre picks it up, and the Nature's Prophet's actually caught out on the edge here. Believe it or not, Nature's Prophet has a mechanism, which is
Zeus
very
doesn't even
strange.
Get the mini stun off, he actually gets out.
Well, they have all these rotations that were forced to bottom. They're gonna have to find some sort of TP rotation to defend mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
man, is it melting
Radiant
before
structures
the
are
fortification,
fortified.
of course.
Yeah, that was getting pounded harder than your mom was, and I couldn't believe that.
Wait, why am I laughing?
I don't know. Well, your mom did, though.
Looks like we're gonna have the Batrider try and get some extra aggro off of the heroes here. They actually end up getting the, I don't even know what that thing is called, Batrider, but they kill him. He just tries to purge off that,
Radiant's middle
Oh, they
tower is
spot the
under
ward.
attack.
and it goes down with Spectre Quelling Blade. The warding positions by Cookiss actually isn't that helpful for what Cookiss are trying to go for here. Because so far, the only ward that Cookiss has still available is up here in their own forest, which I believe was a Blitzkrieg kind of accidental drop in the middle of the team fight.
Yeah, that's the only surprise that I had. Knowing that there's so many farmers on the other team, I'm surprised they didn't have more wards in the jungle at this point. They're doing a lot of mid and lower wards against the Dire, which once they have Roche, that's not really needed so much anymore. They really should. At least they've placed one now, so there's one in the jungle. But I'm surprised they weren't doing this before.
Yeah, that is correct. But luckily they go by it, and Zeus actually gets a spare bolt off of that and finds the sentry ward. So they won't be losing that anytime soon, but Cookiss know the sentry ward's down, so they will figure out that there is something going on in their upper forest, which they could see with the 2 to 3 people that are in the lane already.
They're certainly taking their sweet time going there, though. Oh, they've smoked. They're going to see if they can actually ambush them from the bottom by the looks of it.
If they're gonna try and do that, they're gonna clip the Batrider on the edge here. And Batrider will actually Batrider gets picked up by the Yules, and he's disabled almost immediately, but gets swapped out by the bench. And there's so many kills going out the way of Cookiss. Oh, Cookiss is absolutely dominating this team fight. Or, no, Cookiss is not dominating. Rox is dominating the team fight. Vengeful was not. Gosh, I'm getting my names mixed up here.
Who knows how many that
Spectre was just
down.
not hit at all during that whole team fight. Spectre stood still in that whole entire team fight. Actually did not lose Aegis and has the Radiance recipe coming in right now.
Yeah.
Tower is under attack.
That was their really only hope for Rox at this point. Was Spectre was their late game. If she, like I said earlier, if she gets fed, she's going to be the scary one. And
Yeah.
that was a lot of feed right there.
Yeah, that was
Radiant's
definitely
bottom
too much
tower
for them.
has fallen.
Radiant actually loses their bot tower.
Dyer's top tower is under
There's still not
attack.
going to be too much potential coming off that. They threw a ward in their secret shot.
Radiant's middle tower
But
has
they're losing-
been denied.
They're losing their important tier towers here. They only have one outer tier tower, and there's a ward on that outer tier tower. It looks like Shaman's going in with Ancient Apparition into the bottom Radiant Forest to do some extra warding. He's got 2 sentries in service. If they're not too careful, they're going to get caught out by the Venge. Zeus ulti goes down. Venge drop. Oh, Venge's about to drop and die from this. He's actually down for sure.
That's 4 in a row.
But it doesn't matter. There was 2 counter kills coming off of that, and they didn't even get the ward off. So not worth it for Cookiss at all. I don't know who is making the plays here for Cookiss, but it is not working.
Yeah, I wish we knew a little bit more about the teams and who's the captain at this point. 'Cause some of the calls that have been made are, well, I mean, from a third-party perspective, definitely a little strange. And once again, we see Cookiss back to their let's split off and farm in different locations strategy. This is working so well.
Hey, well, I gotta admit, we've probably done this ourselves in our own playthroughs a couple of times. Knowing me, I definitely do that a lot, and I know for a fact out of our group, a lot of our group complains about it, but
Dyer's middle
I still play the
tower is
game.
under attack.
Cookiss are not actually really playing the game at the moment. In fact, Spectre pops ulti and he's gonna go onto the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet's going TP. Sidoi doesn't actually have any stun. I just realized this is actually Sidoi.
Oh, the Invoker on Cookiss just done.
Invoker's gonna get caught out.
Oh, they didn't get the courier. That was so close.
Yeah, Invoker gets caught out, and then Zeus doesn't actually get any mana loss because I guess he's just 3 Yules at the very period of the time that he was get hit. Looks like there's gonna be some attempted kill going off on the Chen here. Yeah, Chen is for sure going down here. He tries to spam as much creep power as he can, but he's gonna realize he's gonna lose his creeps in that fire there. Oh wait a minute, that's his
Cookiss is
fire.
starting to actually pick up on their visibility. They're starting to realize that Rox has really been dominating because they actually are seeing everything that's going
Dyer's
on.
top tower is under
Ancient
attack.
Apparition just dewarded a bunch that were in the jungle, and they're actually starting to actually see where everybody
Dyer's
is.
top tower has
Yeah, they
fallen.
cleaned out that cliff ward that was up on the top tower, but Spectre kills the top tower, so they have full control over the Radiant jungle now. In fact, a ward goes down in a very strange location, actually. I have not been warded there in a long time. But, Rox actually puts a ward over there on the cliff, and it's a very strange location for the period of the game that they're in. If anything, they could have placed it in the Dire base at the time instead of there, but they're pointing out that there's a ward here, so... But they don't know
if
that...
you looked at the equipment for Nature's Prophet, but he's almost going a supporty build at this point. He's not really doing any damage as a carry. He's not really doing anything as a
bottom
pusher, like
tower is under
Maelstrom
attack.
or anything, or a Desolator, or anything that's doing extra damage. He just does offensive items, healing items.
Yeah, he's got some pretty strange items. I myself have never played Nature's Prophet in this sort of way, especially since the kind of change. Invoker actually goes down. Zeus eventually Spirit. Eventually swaps out Zeus. Zeus is going to emerge perfectly fine because he's got a Yules.
You can't run.
And this is probably going to be a GG call here because it is everyone dead with Nature's Prophet at half HP. And there's only... Oh no, there's full buybacks. There's full buybacks except for the Invoker, but it's probably
Dyer's
not going to
middle
happen.
tower is under attack.
Nature's Prophet. Oh, Shadow Shaman's buying back, but Shadow Shaman's not going to do much. His ulti is still down for 88 seconds. Okay, back up for Lycan.
Middle tower has fallen.
Lycan's right. Lycan.
Like the ropes, right? Let's give a fancy American way to say it.
Under attack.
Burger.
Cheeseburger. Well, what's the wrong way to say? What's the way we say cheeseburger?
No,
Dyer's
you
middle
get
barracks
it.
are
That's
under
okay, you're a little slow.
Dyer's middle barracks have
Sidoi actually
that was
drops.
too far.
Sidoi actually drops right in front of the Radiant, or Dire. Man, this desert terrain thing doesn't really help. Because it looks like it's Radiant everywhere.
Oh, I turned the desert terrain off because there's a lot of effects you have a hard time seeing. Have you tried seeing Broodmother's webs on the desert terrain?
It is impossible. I tried casting that game already. I have a Broodmother game. And you cannot see the webs.
Punishment for your sins.
You gotta remember. Oh, I thought this was.
Dyer's
For a second there, I'm like
barracks are
looking at this.
under
I'm
attack.
like, wait, is this in my replays? Are we watching a replay? this feels like it's a replay because it's actually just a huge pub stomp going on with 35-15 at 26 minutes. I'm sorry to say it, but there's 2 racks going down. Rox has got this for sure. The swap goes out on the Shaman. Shaman doesn't have ulti anyway.
Dire's top barracks have
There's just been too much rat Dota this game on the side of Cookiss. They just did not do what they needed to do, what they were hoping to do. They didn't get to the late. 27 minutes.
27 minutes. Vengeful Spirits has to travel some boots. There's the GG call. You didn't actually see it because I'm not in the right chat. But that is the game, folks. There was just... Rox had this for sure. They went for more hero aggression than most standard builds, and this definitely showed more superior for Tornado Rox, which I guess that's their name.
They went for a complete pusher build. Look at Lycan. He's got the Necro Book. Invoker's using his spirits all the time. They had Shadow Shaman natures. They had a pushing build. They never pushed.
Well, they weren't able to push with how much aggro was coming out on this Vector, and then the Bat Rider. Bat Rider wasn't even 16, and they were already getting off some crazy good lassos on the Lycanthrope and the Nature's Prophet early game. Not to mention Shadow Shaman was getting shut down left and right at any given position that he could. But yeah, so that's how this game ends at 27 minutes with a lot of kills going the way of Tornado Rox. This is Party PD and Kedup, and thank you for watching the cast thing that we're doing. This is literally just one of our first practice games, so if there is anything that we need corrected, please let us know.
Ha! Everything.
Well, then, yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.